living in more organic spaces, like the petals of a flower stacked on top of each other. I've also heard them called coral plumes of the seafloor. I like that one. 1966, it's a city within a city. It's got a bowling alley, a blues club, a marina, parking, brunch destination, and a bar and grill. 2 cars have come off the side, one for a film with Steve McQueen, one for an insurance commercial. Are you in good hands? Got some All-Staters with us? All right, I'm in good hands. Two cars have come off the side of the Marina City Tower. That's why it's valet only. You can't drive up there. It's only for the valets. And there's 2 good reasons for that. You're not as good at driving as you say you are. And the second reason is there's no elevator for you to use. It's a man lift that the valets have the key for. You don't have the key. This is the Reed Murdoch Center. 4.2, it's from 1914, designed by George Nimitz, symmetrical, installed symmetrical. Is it symmetrical? LaSalle Street and its bridge had to be expanded, so they removed the bay of windows. Slammed the book in, hoping you wouldn't notice. But you did notice, because you have the best tour guide on the Chicago River wearing a Pillsbury Doughboy tie. Does anybody like to reduce, reuse, recycle? Excellent. That's part of the problem. There was 11 of us out of 150. I'm teasing, of course. This building is 90% recycled materials. This building is heated and cooled with natural Chicago River water, and it's got 85% of its roof covered in plants. It's designed by Picard Chilton, 2009. It's called 300 North LaSalle. It's a platinum certified leader in energy and environmental design. It's a little more expensive to live low impact, but I crunched the numbers. If I gave up my recreational Ozempic and my twice yearly Botox, if I gave those 2 things up, I could actually afford to live low impact. So I really need to check my priorities. This is the Merchandise Mart. It's 4.2 million square feet. If you prefer common sense, that's 370,000 square meters. Designed by Graham Anderson, Probst & White in the industrial Art Deco style, financed by Marshall W. Fields, who consolidated 14 different warehouses into one strategic location. What's strategic about it, Torbat Scott? That's a really good question. It had railroads that ran underneath the building, and it had a ship dock right next to the building, so you could ship anything in the continental United States in 2 weeks or less. What a geographical oddity, 2 weeks from everywhere. Unfortunately, the Depression crippled Marshall W. Fields, who had to sell the building for half price, $13 million, to Joseph Kennedy. Where did he get $13 million in liquid funds in the middle of the Depression? I'll give you a couple of clues. Securities fraud and insider trading were perfectly legal until 1932 and 1933. It's a good clue there. What did we learn when Joe Kennedy bought that for $13 million and his estate sold it for $625 million? We learned 2 important things. A, marry a Kennedy no matter the risk. 2, it's not illegal if it's not a crime. Yet. Is it immoral and unethical to sell worthless things for a profit? We don't seem to be sure on this boat, but I can assure you that is unethical and it's immoral. But it wasn't illegal. So these good Christian men had their way with Wall Street. Now, Wolf Point is still left over. It was not sold in the Merchandise Mart. Wolf Point was a parking lot for Merchandise Mart. The Kennedy estate has put 3 high-rise leases on it. And we've got Salesforce Tower, which went up in 2023, designed by Felix Bartopelli. It was supposed to go 90 stories into the sky. They stopped in 70 in April of 2020 when they read the writing on the newly constructed wall. What the writing said? WFH. What does that mean? Work from home, we don't need 90 stories. Stop the construction, no more. So they ordered a work stoppage, but you still have to pay the contractor for all of the labor that they lined up. That is an uncomfortable expense, but it's not as uncomfortable as paying for 20 empty floors for a century. So good move, Salesforce. Anybody buy Salesforce recently, or do you have own Salesforce? Yeah. I like them on one side. This is the Fulton House. It's ahead of us and on the left. It was originally cold storage, no windows, walls were 1 meter thick. They kept dairy and eggs in here. Designed by Frank Abbott. 1979, Harry Lease renovated the building by popping windows out, pulling 1,100 dump trucks of horsehair and cork out of the building. And they added the starfish when they tuck pointed the building, and you can see the portholes that he added and the bobbing surf. Harry Lease likes to sail, can you tell? Now ahead on the left, on the port side, we have the Chicago River cottages. These are from 1988. These are also designed by Harry Lease. Can you tell? Triangular sail-shaped roofing panels, captain's quarter doors, porthole accent windows, spiral staircases. Yeah, he likes to sail. 1988, they were $180,000 a piece in 1988, which was exorbitantly expensive.
¿Qué pasó?
That was,
¿Qué pasó? ¿Se te cayó?
yeah, that's probably
Hola, Sira, como ya,
10 years of
ponlo así.
salary right there.
Que no muevas los pies.